Hey guys, welcome back to Vintiquities. I know it's been like forever since I posted, but I have been busy on my other channel, Resin Bell. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out and like and subscribe to that channel as well. But today we're going to go over some of these things that I found. I took my kiddo to a Steampunk Festival here in Northwest Arkansas and in Van Buren. And there was a vendor there that had all kinds of vintage things and antique papers and stuff like that. So I picked up, picked through some of the stuff and found this really cool bit of junk journal supplies. So I picked up this really old photo book for $15. And it's from 1915 from Long Beach, California. It has lots of old pictures in it. Some pretty cool ones. I just love this one. Just so cool. Some pretty cool photos. Peoples and the buildings they live near and the outfits that they used to wear. Pretty neat. These are kind of hard to see. They actually pick up better on camera than they do in person. All kinds of really cool, I love the clothing here. All kinds of really cool stuff. Anyway, there's tons and tons of photos in here. I thought that was a pretty cool find for $15. Lots of great vintage and lots of great antique photos that I can use for junk journals or art. Or unfortunately, there is no kind of no writing on it anywhere that says who any of these people are. So unfortunately, there's no way to find that out. Look how cute that is, the little wagon. Usually when I get antique photos, I try to, if they have identification on them, then I will scan them up to Ancestry.com if there's any kind of information that I can glean, or birth dates or anything like that, cities, that kind of thing, first and last names, etc. I always try to preserve any kind of anything like that. I thought this was a really cool picture. Just some gals sitting on the walk, just too cool. I love it. That's going to make a neat spread. All kinds of beautiful photos. I love antique photos, and there are a lot in here. Way more than 15, and the cheapest I have ever found an antique photo was $1 a piece. And a lot of these, I mean, this one is really cool. Look at that view of the mountains. That is so cool. But yeah, some of these, you can't beat that. So that was pretty good. So then I found all of these awesome things. Here's one more photo. It didn't come out of there, but I bought this one separately. I just loved her car and how she's waving. That may become some kind of an adventure type page. And then these are some really cool ephemera pieces. This is Raymond Music Hall from 1890. I actually kind of did some research on each one of these just to make sure they weren't something like super important that needed to be saved, that kind of thing. But this is from, I believe this is from the Raymond Hotel in Pasadena, California. It was built in the 1880s and it burned down in 1890. 5 or 96, something like that. Anyway, this is one of the, they were kind of a resort type building. They had all kinds of like music and, you know, gardens and that sort of thing. But anyway, this is from one of their concerts. And then we've got this really awesome thing. It's a card for Thomas M. Reed and Co. Fish Dealers, Fulton Market, New York. I thought the graphics on that was really cool. And then we've got this cool thing. Buzzards Hot Air Club and Grand Order of Windjammers certifies that Mr. Blank has been elected member of Buzzards Hot Air Club and is allowed to expound his hot air at any time with police protection. And that is from 1906. And then here we have some Pennsylvania Ferry and Toll Bridge tickets. Lots of those. Thought those were pretty cool. And then a permit to visit the Gardens and Horticultural Group at Longwood Farms. This is from June 17th, 1928, I believe. Anyway, it is a very large garden. They're still there today, so I thought that was kind of cool. And a ticket stub for the oldest house in St. Augustine, Florida. And yeah, that used to be a ticket, and that was probably somewhere around the 40s. Just, I really love the photo, you know, the picture of the house with the carriage and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. And this one I didn't find any information on, but this is Patapsco Nurseries in Brooklyn, Maryland. And W.G. McClelland, proprietor, fruit and shade trees, ornamental shrubs, evergreens, greenhouse plants, etc. Anyway, thought that was like a really cool, you know, has some really cool designs on it. Super neat. This one says Certificate of Citizenship, Okinawa, Mayor of Okinawa. But this is kind of like a spoof joke card type thing. It is pretty old, but I thought the graphics on it were pretty cool. So this one is pretty cool. These were given to sailors. It was kind of a quiet and less known award for anybody who crossed the international date line. So well, that was pretty cool. It has the gentleman's name on it, and he was aboard the USS General Hugh L. Scott. And this was March 6th, 1945. And about that time, the Hugh L. Scott picked up some sailors from a ship that was damaged and escorted them just off the coast of Japan. So that's kind of cool. And, you know, they could usually would put the latitude and longitude, but obviously it was a time of war, so they couldn't put that. So they wrote censored in that. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little thing. And I think if I could find this gentleman, that I would probably send this to any family that he had, because that's kind of a neat little piece of information. So I'm gonna keep looking for him, and this will probably end up going to any family if he has any. So yeah. So this, I thought this was so cute. This cute little Valentine. And it says, "Let's be lovebirds." And on the back it says, "From George Alberson," something like that, to the next to the cute girl in the 7th grade. I just was like, what the heck is that? Oh, darn. You know. Anyways, there was that. Those boys. And then this one I just thought was so cute. Look how cute she is with her little packages. I love vintage Christmas stuff. This has a little bit of velvet on it. And it has her again on the inside. It says "At Christmas." The inside is just the paper. And it's super cute. It says, "Love always from your very best friend and pen pal, Kay." Super cute. Anyways, I just love that. So, super cool stuff. And I love all of these cool little pieces of history. And it's been kind of fun kind of looking up some of these things like this and these and these. And, you know, the Fulton fish dealers and, you know, all these different things, finding out about this hotel. So this is part of why I love junk journaling, you know, just the kind of unsung history of all these tiny little bits and pieces that don't really mean anything to anybody else anymore, but I love them, you know, we all love them. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Check out some of these pictures from when we went to the Steampunk Festival. We dressed up a little bit and had a little bit of fun. It was beautiful. We went early in the morning. We stayed for a couple of hours until it started getting hot, and then it was time to go. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully sooner than the last one. See you guys later.